If you've ever started or stared at your screen wondering what to post, and you're tired of posting like those pretty quotes, but they don't get you anything, they don't get you any sales, then this training is definitely for you. I'm going to share with you exactly what to say on social media to turn your content into cash without sounding pushy, salesy, or like someone you don't even recognize. So let's make your words work for you and make sure that we get these sales. All right. So stay tuned. Hello, everyone. How you doing? And happy birthday to me. Yes, y'all. Today, I'm excited about all things about sales and social media, but I'm also excited about today is being my birthday, and I'm so glad that you guys are showing up for me. Today, we're going to be talking about some things that I know are not like our favorite thing, which is social media. I know, but we cannot run from it. And I know you've been doing your due diligence of posting, but you're not getting what you are wanting, or it's not giving what it's supposed to give. Y'all know what I'm saying, right? So today I am going to be sharing with you how what to talk about, when to talk about it. I'm going to share some frameworks, etc., 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 right? But before I go into it, let me introduce myself. Hello, how you doing? What's up? I am Elise Michelle Jones. I have coaches over 40 create profitable digital products and simple marketing strategies, because you know what? Every coach deserves a clear, stress free, simple path to growth. Yes, that's who I am, and that's what I do. Thank you, Miss Sheila. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And thank you for my special gift as well. Thank you so much. So, as I was saying, today we're going to be talking about what to post on social media to sell your products and services. We are going to break down some things. Y'all know I'm all about, you might want some paper, pen, pen and paper, right? So that you can take down some notes. If not, you know that you can always go back to the replay and watch the replay. Yes, you can. But your girl got some things that she is going to get off her chest and she's going to share with you so that we can have a successful experience on social media. So I want y'all to be ready for that, okay? All right. So, as always, your girl is always going to give you something. I'm all about giving and serving, but I also want to make sure I set you up for success. So, if you have not, go ahead and download the Stand Out and Get Noticed guide. In this guide, I share with you. Come on, slides. Come on. It's slow acting. There we go. There we go. Inside the guide, you'll learn what makes you unforgettable. You're going to define your UVP, which is your unique value position, with confidence. You're going to show up with consistency, clarity, and being authentic. You're going to craft content that builds trust, loyalty, and visibility. And you're going to design a visual brand that speaks. You're going to be able to do all of this when you download this guide, right? So go to coachsimplify.com/standout so that you can download the standout and get notice branding guide today. This is free for you. And you know, I'm always about giving because I want to set you up for success. So go ahead and write this down. The link to this guide also will be in the description of this video. So if you miss it, you can always click there as well. So get this free guide so that you can stand out and get noticed. All right. So let's keep going. So if you are ready for today's comment, if you're ready for today's content, okay, you would think I got something up in here. I don't. I do not. I just have regular lemonade. I have a Arnold Palmer in here today. But drop a heart, drop me an emoji in the comments if you're ready for me to get started, right? And as you're doing that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. And if you are liking what I am putting down anytime during this presentation, go ahead and hit that like button. If you know someone else needs this information, go ahead and share this information out to others. All right. So that's what I need for you. I need for you guys to give me the heart to let me know if I need to keep going. All right. So my husband is sneaking in here, so he might as well just come on up in here. Come on up in here, right? But I also want to give a shout out to the creator of my new mug. She is called Spellbound. She's named after me. She is Miss Spellbound, my poodle cup, right? Love it. My sorority sister made this for me, and I just drew a blank. What's the name of her company? But she does make custom pieces like this. If this is things that you want with the name of your company, I would definitely be sharing her link in the description. I feel so bad. I should have wrote it down. I can see her logo, but I can't see the name. Y'all know how I am. But I will definitely share this with you because isn't she just cute? Is Mrs. Spellbound so cute? She's so cute. All right. So again, this is a shout out for those beautiful people who make awesome things out there. All right, so let me get into the content. Thank you, Miss Sheila. Let's get into this today. So let me just say this. Posting randomly isn't a strategy. And sometimes we feel like we just post because we know we should be posting, but posting randomly, like out the blue, every once in a while, is truly not a strategy. Even though you might have heard from other people that say you should be posting, but we need a strategy out there, right? So most coaches who are on social media, who have some type of business, they post inconsistently or say the wrong things. Is that you? That might be you. That was me. I've been there, right? You feel awkward for promoting themselves. Like we don't want to promote all the time. We think, oh my gosh, I shouldn't talk about what I'm selling. If you don't promote it, if you don't, no one will buy. But they don't see results because their posts lack intentions. And that is the reason why a lot of people are not buying from you or engaging in your content because there's some inconsistency. You don't show the confidence in what you have and believe in it, so you don't put it out there. And then when you do decide to put it out there, you lack the attention that you expect you should get, especially if you spend some time posting or putting it together. You feel like I put so much time in this and I got nothing, zero. No one clicked on my link. No one didn't even like it. So you know what? It's discouraging. I know that. I get that. I understand that. But that's why I'm sharing this today, what you should say on social media so that you can sell your products and services. Okay. So what you're going to learn today is that I'm going to share with you the 3 messaging secrets to sell on social media. I'm going to also talk about the 5 types of posts that lead to sales. So there are 5 different posts that will lead to sale. That does not mean that you need to, do all 5 of them, but at least you are aware of the 5 different ones. And then I'm going to share with you a simple framework that you can start using today. You can start right after the show. You can start using this simple framework. All right. So I'm going to be laying down some information that I really feel like you guys are going to need to take some notes on. And again, get your pen, get your paper out so that you can get this information. All right. Okay. So let me keep going here. Let me go. So why your posts aren't converting. Why they're not converting? Is that something you've been thinking about? Why are my posts not converting? I've been putting this stuff out here and no one's clicking. No one's going anywhere like I want them to go. So let's cover that. Let's talk about that. So the reason why some of it might be is that you're talking about the features and not the benefits. So features are going to be what it looks like. Like I might be talking about, oh, this is a stainless steel cup. It has a picture of a blue poodle with heart shaped shades. But I'm not talking about the benefits of having a cup that is keeps your drink cold or keeps your drink hot, that it is compatible, it's easy to hold, it's not bulky, it fits into any bag that you're carrying, it has a closure so that nothing spills out. Y'all see that I'm talking about the benefits of having a cup like this, but a lot of times we talk about the features and not the benefits. You feel like you're sounding too salesy, or you're just too vague because you're afraid to promote, and you're not telling people what to do next. You post these great posts, you post these great looking posts, but you're not telling people what to do next. And a lot of that is because you don't know that you should be. Okay, I get that. It's not your fault. So here are the three messaging secrets that you need to think about and incorporate when you start to post. This is the part of the strategy, so that you're not posting just to be posting. You're posting with a strategy in mind. Okay. All right. Are we there? Are we here? We got it. Yeah. Am I making some sense? Let me know if I'm making some sense, right? Thank you, Deja, for watching me. Thank you, Miss Annie, for watching me as well. And again, Miss Sheila, thank you again. So let me know if you ready for this, right? Let me know if you understand that I need to have a strategy before I go anywhere. Before I start to post anything on social media, I need a strategy. Okay. Yes, Miss Sheila says yes. Got it. Okay. Okay. Yes, that makes me feel better. All right. So the first strategy, before you post anything, you must know that you're speaking to one person's pain or desire. And you might be saying, oh my gosh, I have a lot of people that I could be talking to. But to help you stay focused on who you're speaking to, speak to one person and speak to one of their pains or their desire. Do you know that that one person that you're speaking to, they are struggling with posting every day, right? Consistency. You're struggling with consistency, so that's one of the pain points. But a desire might be, oh my gosh, I am looking to bring in 3K every single month so that I don't have to work my part-time job. That's a desire. Okay. So speak to one person's pain or desire. The secret is use story plus social proof to build trust. Now, story is a really powerful thing, and we tend to do it naturally, but we don't really understand that this is a really powerful strategy that we can share. And stories can be, hey guys, I just opened up this box with this beautiful stainless cup with a beautiful poodle on it. And my sorority sister made it for me, right? She made this for and she named this product after me. Yes, she did. And I love that. I also understand that the proof is in the pudding to let you know the quality of this, how great this is, right? So, incorporating story, right? I started with a story telling you guys that today is my birthday. Okay, that's part of my story. And later on in this presentation, I'm going to share with you social proof. So combining the two, talking about what you are, what you're doing, your day, and incorporating that into what your promotion is, then that makes a great post. Okay. A lot of times we just sleep on that. We just don't think people don't want to know about us. Yes, they do. They want to know your story as well. Okay. All right. So let's keep going before your girl gets, off track. Always include a call to action, right? A clear, confident call to action. And your call to action doesn't necessarily always need to be like, buy this, get this. A call to action could be, hey, just drop a heart in the comments to let me know you're feeling what I'm feeling. Give me a one if this is making sense, right? In the comments. Those are call to actions that you can ask people to do, which will help your engagement, which would then help your post get seen in the get seen in the feed more often. So call to actions don't necessarily always need to be, hey, click this button to buy this, right? I think we need to mix a little bit of this and not always be feeling like we need to. That's where the salesy part comes in. If we're always telling people to buy this, click here, go here, buy this, I got something to buy, these type of things. Just mix it up a little bit to get a little bit of engagement. And we're going to talk about the different types of posts that you can use to help with this, to help with more of your posts being shown in the feed so that you don't feel like you have to buy ads, right? You just do what you normally do. If we're on these Facebook, or if we're on Instagram, or if we're on TikTok and we're consuming content, we need to also understand that we should be creating content. Now, I'm not going to shame you and say, hey, you should be creating content more than you consuming content, because the nature is we like TikTok, we like Facebook, we like Instagram, and we like looking at things. So I would just say, before you consume, create something first before you consume. And we want to be strategic about what we post. All right, and that's the point of today's show. So those are the three secrets. Now let me go through those again really quick, so that just in case you might have missed it, right? The first one that I talked about was speak to one's person pain or desire, right? Speak to that one person so that you're not always feel like you're all over the place. If you have that one person in mind that you're talking to, then you're always going to be talking to the right person. And you can choose to talk about pain or desires. And I always think about where you were at that point in that person's life, right? Where they are in their business, where they are in their current life. Like, speak to that person that you used to be, and then you will always be speaking to the right person, okay? And then the second thing I talked about, which was the secret, was use story plus social proof to build the know, like, trust factor. And then the third one is to always have some type of call to action, a call to action to buy or a call to action to increase engagement, all right? Okay. I went through that pretty fast because I want to get to this. I want to get to the 5 types of sales driven posts out there. Okay. These are 5 types of posts that will drive sales. Okay. Some are going to be building the trust. Some of them are going to be actually leading to the sale. We want a mix of these things. Okay. So this is the perfect time. If you do not have your pen and paper out, this is the time to actually get it out. Okay. Because I want you to write these down. And I want you also to pay attention to the different types of examples that I'm sharing with you. All right. Okay. I told y'all, I ain't leaving y'all hanging. I'm providing you everything that you need. Okay. All right. All right, so here are the 5. This is number 1. Number 1 is going to be a value post that is teaching something useful. This is no secret. I'm always telling that you should be teaching and sharing something. Everything doesn't have to be teach, but you do want to provide value, right? So this is a carousel post from one of our Coach Simplify Academy members. This is from Dr. Chris, and she was sharing the 3 reasons your vision board isn't working. And she went through the 3 reasons, right? So I just took a little, like I just screenshot just one of them, right? Which is, she says, you don't pray before you start your spiritual vision board. That was one tip, and she goes in a little bit more detail. But her last carousel post was a call to action. Interested in learning how to achieve your goals and God's good plan for you? Right? Enroll in Spiritual Vision Board Academy. That's her call to action. So this is a post that teaches you reasons why your vision board is not working. And bam, she gives you a call to action at the end. Okay, this is a really good post. Value-based post. Okay. Number 2 is going to be the story post. Y'all remember I told you story plus social proof. This is where you share a client win or a personal moment. This post is from Empowerment Money Moves, and she is sharing a personal movement, a moment. Okay. 5 years ago, I was stretched thin, balancing multiple sclerosis, confidence, coaching, and undying passion for helping women. So she is sharing a personal moment with you. This sells. This gets people to engage. This is a way to build trust. She showed a picture of herself. I think this was several pictures of herself, but this is what we call a story post. Good morning, Dr. Chris. Did you see? Did I just share it, your post? That is a good example. So number two is a story post. Number three is going to be a engagement post. Thank you so much. Thank you. Number three is an engagement post. These are polls and questions. Now, these were really popular about a year or two ago, and I think they're sort of faded out because we didn't think that they were, we always think something that is trending sort of goes away or fades away. That's not true. That's not true at all. These engagement posts are still working. Engagement posts helps you get your content in the feed. So you can do simple engagement posts like pick your three favorite donuts. Or you could do something like, what is your favorite donut? And show them this picture of different types of donuts. What's your favorite one? Mine is going to be number two. Oh, I like the bear claw too. Number five. Oh, I like number eight as well. So that will get people to start leaving comments in your comment section, which is going to help with your post being seen more often. I've also seen posts like this when it says choose your wedding theme, and then they share pictures of different wedding themes. So these are the examples. These four over to the right hand side are the different wedding themes, and then the person would choose which wedding theme is their favorite. This is in a carousel, right? So you could do something like choose your favorite photo, choose your favorite inspirational quote. You can do things like that and create a carousel post. This is really popular in Instagram. Or you can do pick your favorite. Okay. Or what's your favorite type of day? A sunny day or a rainy day? Or do you like cold weather or you like spring or summer? Like, what's your favorite season? You can do so many different types of posts like this just to increase engagement. Okay. Good morning, Arnetta. So do that. Do those occasionally. Look at what other people are doing. And y'all know my favorite. If you ever struggle with posts like this, put it in chat GPT and see what it comes up with. Right? Ask it for engagement type posts like this and see and give you ideas that you can work on. Okay. So that's number three. I think that's the third type of post that you can create. So the first one was value post. This is a post from Dr. Chris, right? Something that is teaching something. Number two is a story post where you share a personal moment or a client win. And then you got number three, which is an engagement post. These are polls or questions. Okay. All right. So number four is this is where you clearly describe your product and who it's for. So this is a last slide from a carousel post from Alicia. And Alicia tells you exactly who she works with and what she does. So this is a great post. I like to see pinned to a person's Instagram account. Any platform that allows you to pin a post. I know TikTok allows you to do that. I know Instagram allows you to pin a post. And I think Facebook allows you to pin a post as well. But your pin a post should be something that actually tells people what you offer and who you offer it to. And then this other post that you see was actually from a stories, right? This is actually from, I think, an Instagram story from PLR Hustle, right? He says, I'm looking to help 7 people hit 3,200 a month in 30 days using Pinterest. You must have at least 2 spare hours a day. He tells you what he is helping them with and who he is looking for, right? So these are offer posts. These are things that you want to mix in with the posts that you're already posting, okay? All right, so that's number 4. And then number 5 is going to be testimony posts. What others say about you or proof. Because some of you might not have testimonies just yet, but you have proof of some of your results, right? I like to always use Dr. Chris as this example because I think she's helped me with my spiritual vision board. She's also created a spiritual vision board for herself. And a lot of times I think people think of posts that show proof have to be like posts that shows money proof, right? And proof sometimes is showing the example, right? For her, she found her Boaz, right? That's her proof of what her spiritual vision board worked. For me, it was finding my husband as well, right? I had a like a like a silhouette of my ideal husband, and I wrote inside of the silhouette all the attractions and traits that I wanted my ideal husband to have, and that would be proof, like a picture of me and my husband to show that my vision board worked. So those are type of things of proof that you can share. It could be cars that you've bought, it could be results from clients. Those type of things will be proof. But other proof or testimony types of posts can definitely be money posts of how much you've made, and also posts and testimonies from actual clients, what they have said about you, right? You're welcome, Dr. Chris. These are things that people are actually said about you. So I think we are more familiar with the testimony posts that people give, like, hey, Dr. Chris helped me with this, or just the testimony that I gave about Dr. Chris. It's the same type that we are used to posting, but you can also share proof of your own proof. We've seen before and after of people saying, hey, this is what size I was here, and this is what I am now. It's proof that my recipes work. It's proof that my exercise routine works, those type of things. Okay. So those are the 5 different types of posts. Let me go through those really quickly again. Number 1 is going to be your value post. 2 is going to be your story post. 3 is going to be your engagement post. And 4 is going to be your offer post. And number 5 is going to be your testimonial post. Okay. So those are the 5 types of posts that you should have in rotation when you are posting on social media, so that you know what to say. You should be saying an offer post. You could be putting out a testimony post, etc. Okay. So that you can mix them up. So if you thought about it, I gave you 5 different posts. And if you took one post a day for 5 days, you could have content for 5 days. I can post a value post on Monday. I can post an engagement post on Tuesday. I can post a story post on Wednesday, etc., etc. You see what I'm saying? So those 5 posts can be interchangeable. And if you batch about 10 of those posts, of each one of those posts, right? If you batch them out, you can have enough content for the rest of the year, basically. Interchanging them, changing the photo, but it can be the same exact type of post. All right? I'll give me. So that really, really should help you understand what to say. All right? Okay. So let me get a little drink. And again, I want to share my poodle cup, right? And with you guys, I think it's just so pretty. So pretty. I showed it to my husband this morning. He was like, "Ooh, that's nice. That's a nice cup, right?" Thank you, Miss Sheila. Thank you so much. Right. So I had to take a little breath because I was getting a little excited there. All right. So let's keep going. All right. So the next framework that I want to share with you is called the CAPIT framework. And we're going to be using the letter C, A, and P to help us write the caption part of our post. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Chris. All right. So let's look at this. So the first letter of the CAPIT framework is going to be C. We want to connect with a real problem. Connect with the real problems. So let me see what Miss Dana said. Hello, hello, hello. We have not seen you in a while. Thank you for showing up. This makes things so nice and simple. You're so right, Miss Dana. Love seeing you here with us. All right, so C is connect with a real problem. Start your post by tapping into a pain point or a frustration that your ideal client is feeling. This makes them feel seen, heard, and understood, like you are speaking directly to them. So, when I first came across this post about tapping into a person's pain point of frustration, I really felt a certain way like, oh, I don't want to be the person who's always like being a bully, digging it, digging it, digging it. And it's not one of those type of posts, right? Pain points are what people are struggling with. So think about it. When someone's car breaks down, they are struggling with a particular issue that is happening with their car. And so they are going to look for someone who's going to fix that. So I know that there's a car shop here in Rock Hill that only deals with mufflers and something else and transmissions, right? So when we have a problem with the transmission of our car, we go immediately to the dealer or the car mechanic that deals with transmissions. That makes sense, right? He identified that people are going to be having a struggle or frustration or pain point with their transmission. So once I sort of framed it like that, like don't look at pain points or frustrations as a way to be digging, like bullying, but it when you start with a pain point or a frustration, you are clarifying, making clear to your ideal clients and customers what you're going to help them with. Okay. Just like a heart surgeon. If we have heart issues, we go to a heart or cardiologist. Y'all know I can't say that word, but we go to someone, a doctor that can talk to our heart or fix our heart. Okay, y'all got the point. Okay, so that's what I want y'all to start thinking about. Don't look at pain points as a bad thing. Look at it as a way to be clear who you're helping people with. Okay, and if you struggle with this, y'all know what I say. Go to ChatGPT and ask them what are some of the pain points and frustrations that my ideal clients are having, so that you can start talking to those things. Okay. And if you know what they are, then use those as well. But sometimes we are all in our own little bubble and we forget ourselves. So get help. Use AI to help you when it's necessary. Right. So here's an example. Ever ever feel like you're working nonstop, but still not making consistent sales? You know that moment when you are starting staring at the screen with no clue what to post next. So these are two different frustration pain point posts. Okay. Now look at this. I want y'all to look at this. Ever feel like you're working nonstop, but still not making consistent sales? I'm not bullying you. I'm just identifying something that you might be struggling with. Another one could be like, that moment when you're staring at your screen with no clue of what to post. You know that moment when you are looking at your phone and you know you're consuming content and you know that you should post something, but you don't know what it is. Okay. That's a pain point or a frustration that I'm identifying. All right. So take note of that. Okay. So anytime it starts like the post starts off with a question, you know that they're hitting on a frustration or pain point. Okay. 7, let me see what 7 has. It says, hello, how do you learn to make landing pages to build an email list step by step? It confuses me how people know to do this because it's not taught in school. You know what, 7? I will do a training on that. That is a good point. You see, that 7 right there just gave me a frustration. I can turn this right here, this question that 7 has given me, into a frustration post with a video showing them how to create a landing page to build an email list step by step. I would definitely do that in our next training, or a pre-recorded training for you, 7, and I will tag you. All right. So make sure you're following me so that I can share that with you. Okay. Good point. Okay. Dr. Chris says, great idea. Okay, good. Okay. All right. So let me keep going. The second letter in the framework, CAPIT, is A. Align your product with their desires. So C is to align it with their problem, and A is to align it with their desires. All right. Thank you, 7. So now that you're connected emotionally, so that pain point is connecting with them emotionally. You pivot to how your product helps them solve the exact problem. This is where you position your product as the bridge between their struggle in the solution. So let me give y'all like a visual of this, right? So the pain point, this is the pain point, and then this is the bridge, is the desire, right? You're going to talk to the desire to get them to your product to buy, okay? And I'm going to give you a little bit more examples of this, like an example of the full post in just a second, okay? So here's an example. That's exactly why I created the, whatever the name, right, of your product, to help busy coaches like you stop guessing and start posting with confidence. Here's another one. This guide gives you the words, the templates, and the clarity to show up and sell, even if you're short on time. Okay. Those are things that bridge people to let them know, like you gave them the frustration that they might be having, right? And you say, but that's the reason why I created this. So if I took what Seven just said, are you struggling with creating a landing page so that you can build your email list? Well, Seven, that is the reason why I created the Coach Simplify Academy, to help people with the technical things to help build their business. Y'all see how I did that? Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Let's keep going. The P in the CAP framework is to provide a clear call to action. Now tell them exactly what to do next and be confident about it. Don't assume they know what to do. You need to lead them. So once I've said what I said to Seven, hey, I see that you're struggling. Are you struggling with building a landing page to build your email list? This is the reason why I created the Coach Simplify Academy, so that coaches like you who struggle with technical skills can get the help and support that they need to build their business. Now, what I need for you to do is to click this link in my description area so that you can join us in our next monthly group coaching call, so that you can get your questions answered, so that you can watch the lab training. Y'all get what I just did? Okay? Y'all see how that works? All right. So let me keep going and give you examples of call to actions. Okay. So tap the link in your bio to grab yours now. That could be your guide. Drop the word ready below and I'll DM you the link. Click the link and download your copy before the price goes up. These are all call to actions that you can incorporate into your social media post. Okay. All right. How we doing? How am I doing so far? Is this making sense? Let me know if this is making sense, because I'm going to share an example with you of it all written out, pulled together. Okay. Let me know. Put a 1 in the comments if this is making sense to you. Thank you, Dee, for watching. Thank you, Cheryl, for catching. Yes. Thank you, Alicia, for watching as well. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. So let's keep going. So this is it all together. I put it all together, a sample post using the Cap It framework. So to see, you see, right? So I try to break it down so y'all can see it all together. So this is the whole post. Posting every day and still not getting clients. My Get Noticed guide helps you turn likes into leads without being glued to your phone. Grab your free copy here, and I give them the link, and let's make your post count. This is everything. This is the post. Now, I might have a picture of me. I might have a picture of me working on my computer. But I wouldn't necessarily always have the picture of the product. I might have a picture of me with the product in my hand, right? I like to include a little bit more of me in my post so people know who they're working with. That's what I call low visibility content. I always try to do things like that, right? Renee says, how do people do the automatic DM? That's a good question. They use a platform called, oh my gosh, what is it called? It's a bot, mini chat. They use mini chat to send the product to them automated, right? I think that's a great use of AI tools to use something that automatically sends them to the product. However, I do think that it also loses the connection of building a no like trust factor, right? I think when people, and I know when people ask for stuff, they want it instantly. But sometimes, and I'm not online 24/7. So, and I don't use a mini chat because I like to send the message myself individually and not seem like it's a bot sending it, right? But I know sometimes our time, we want to use things that saves us time. And I think when I get a little bit more busy, I will use a mini chat platform. But you know me, Renee, I try to keep things as simple as possible for me, because I get overwhelmed really quickly. And if I say DM me with the word like, and I'll send you the link, once I see it, I send that person the link in their message. But I also leave a comment underneath the comment and say, "Hey, check your email," so that they get a notification. Okay, so I do not use a mini chat bot, but I feel like that's a great tool for people who are really, really busy and don't want to, can't respond to people quickly enough. Okay. I try to check my DMs and my messages and my comments like during lunch or in the evening or something like that. Right. Renee says, yes, that is more personalized when you do it that way. Thank you. You're welcome. You're so welcome. All right. So that was the example. That is the example of a post using the CAP method. Post every day and still not getting clients. You remember, I started with a problem, right? Anytime you start with a problem or a pain point, you address it like in a question. My Get Notice guide helps you turn likes into leads without being glued to your phone, right? So that's my transition. I'm sharing with them the benefits. And then my call to action is I provide the call to action is where you grab your free copy here. Here's the link, and let's make your post count. Okay. All right. So with that, what's next? What is next for you? Okay. What is next? Let me share that with you. Okay. Now, if you're like Stephanie is a Coach Simplified Academy member. Stephanie just shared that she was invited to speak at a patient advocacy panel for a major pharmaceutical organization. And when I say a major pharmaceutical organization, it's a huge organization. They're literally flying her out there, okay, to speak on this panel. She's now planning to partner with a private school to mentor students living with IBD, all because she's getting noticed and confidently showing up online. Now, I got another one. Shelly, who is also a Coach Simplify Academy member, got interviewed on a podcast called IPN Conversation. And now she's exploring book writing opportunities thanks to connections she's made through showing up and building visibility and saying yes to growth. Now, all of this happened because they are using the Get Notice guide, right? But they're also part of the Coach Simplify Academy. Okay. So if you want to experience this kind of momentum, then you want to join the Coach Simplify Academy, right? So go to coachsimplify.com. And when you join, you're going to get my Done For You content collection, which gives you the jump start to creating content so that you are not struggling with creating content. You're going to also get my 5K CEO coach roadmap with the steps on how to make and bring in your first 1,000, your first 3,000, or your last and more 4K month, right? Following the roadmap. I got a training that goes along with that. You're also going to get my expert led labs would include on how to create your online course with the marketing, with the emails, with all of the steps, right? That's one of the most popular labs, right? My most recent lab that I just added was how to create a membership program, a mini membership program is in that lab. Okay. You're going to get that. And you can join us today for 14 days free trial. So you get to look and see everything that's included. You're also going to get monthly group coaching calls. I do 2 of these a month that you get to ask me anything and get your answers during this time, and also get advice from other Coach Simplify Academy members. You're also going to get $196 worth of bonuses, which includes my email marketing guide, includes my selling formula guide, that also includes my organic viral posting guide. So it goes into a lot more details about what we talked about today. And you're going to get my Done For You roadmap so you know how to use the Done For You content. You get the roadmap of how to use it every single month. And you also get my 30-day content calendar that gives you something to post every day. So one post a day will help you in this 30-day short form content calendar. That's what that's about. So I really need to change the name of that, because it's basically one post a day. What to post every day for 30 days. One post a day is included in that calendar, and you get that calendar every single month. Okay. So you can join Coach Simplify Academy today for a 14-day free trial. Now, the link to the 14-day free trial is in the description of my YouTube channel video. Okay, so go to my YouTube. If you guys are watching me on Facebook, then you need to go to my YouTube channel to get that link. I will put the link to it in the comment section after today's show. But y'all know, I'm just going to be real with you. Facebook and Instagram are all funny about some links in the description part. So I have to wait to do that. YouTube, y'all know I'm promoting YouTube again. It's the only platform that will allow you to put links where you want to put links. Okay. So if that's something that you're interested in and you want to join using the 14-day free trial, please go ahead and do that. That's one of my birthday offers to you guys, that you can go and take a sneak peek into the Coach Simplify Academy. Okay. All right. So let's keep going. Now that you know what to say on social media, it is time for you to take action. And so I challenge you to post one story post this week using the CAPIT formula. I want you to connect with a real problem. I want you to align your offer to what they want. And I want you to provide a clear call to action. And I teach you all of these inside of the Stand Out and Get Noticed guide. This is a free guide that you can grab right now if you go to coachsimplify.com/stand out. Okay. Inside this guide, you'll learn how what makes you unforgettable. You'll also be able to define your UVP with confidence, and UVP is your unique value positioning. You'll also learn how to show up consistently with clarity and with authenticity. You'll be able to craft your content that builds trust, loyalty, and visibility. And you'll be able to design a visual brand that speaks to your ideal audience. So if you can go to coachsimplify.com for this to grab this today. All right, guys. And I want to say thank you so much for showing up for me. Thank you guys for showing up on my birthday. Thank you all for being here for me today. And I want y'all to remember, you don't need to go viral to make sales. You just need to say the right things to the right people consistently. All right. And the only way you get good at that is that you show up. Just again, y'all know what I'm saying. Show up and show out. All right. Y'all have an awesome and blessed day. And thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. I wish you guys the best. And I'll see you guys same time, same place, Saturday. All right. Talk to you later.